All right, so Alex, a couple weeks ago you posted a video on pursuing real financial contentment. Shortly, a couple days after that, you and I were laughing here in the office because we both saw those E-Trade commercials that were all about, comparing your returns to your neighbor and your successful brother-in-law. What are your thoughts on those?
Yeah, it was perfect timing. I'm not sure when those videos actually came out, but us watching them right after we posted the video on financial contentment was just an excellent point. Where in the video we talk about achieving financial contentment, first focusing on your goals, developing a decision-making process to obtain those goals, and then sticking with your plan. And here in the video, we're listening to a monologue in this guy's head going, oh man, look at all these things my neighbor has. My neighbor has this great pool.
Great.
I'd really like my neighbor better if I made more money than him. And for any of you wondering, we'll post a link to the video in a link above. But yeah, it's just a perfect example. And these videos they're well done, they're entertaining, and just like you mentioned, they're going to get people to invest, which is a good thing. The problem is they're going to get people to invest for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Well, what is really the problem with that, though? If they invest, if they do a good behavior, we agree that saving and investing, those are good things.
Correct.
But the motive's maybe not as pure as we'd like.
Exactly. So, you're investing for the wrong reasons. You're investing to beat someone else or achieve the same level of returns as someone else. The problem is you're not someone else. You are yourself. You have your own unique personal goals and aspirations that you want. And so just because your neighbor or your friend, your coworker says, hey, I'm achieving this return, or you should invest in this, you need to take a step back and go, is this something I should be doing too? Do we have the same goals? Do we have the same things that are lining up in our lives that I should invest like this?
Right.
Most of the time it's not going to be, but we're always comparing ourselves to others. That's why we always say, well, how did I do compared to the S&P 500? Or how did I do compared to the Dow Jones? Every day we're comparing ourselves to that. And the problem is we're setting ourselves up for failure because we're failing to look at our own self and go, what do I need to accomplish?
Right. These are my goals, what I'm going after, and here's how I'm putting my plan together, which is not going to compare to the half story that I have on my neighbor just because I see him, he's good looking and, sitting in the yard and got a beautiful wife and that nice car and everything else. And we don't really know their whole story most of the time.
Yeah. So, these type of videos, they're fun, they're entertaining, but they really do breed discontentment in our hearts. And again, if you don't have your goals aligned, sometimes even meeting with a third party can really help, whether that is a financial advisor or not. If you just meet with an objective friend or family member to say, hey, here's what I'm thinking. Do you think these line up with my goals and priorities? I think it can provide a unique perspective that you may be missing, just you, yourself, or you and your spouse.
Yeah, and a lot of times just that confirmation is good. Like, hey, I'm doing the right thing. I'm headed on the right track. And if you can do that, then we're not comparing. We're confident in our own situations and able to work over the long term towards our goals. So when it comes down to things that you may see out there that are in the media, in commercials, advertising, that breed discontentment, make comments about some of the things that you see, and they often are subtle, but how do you handle and turn out that noise so that you can lead a life of contentment and ultimately be confident in the things that you're doing financially to help achieve your goals? Look forward to hearing from you.